What's up, guys? It's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Build It video. Today we're going to be doing the walkthrough. I think this is part 13. I want to say 13. It might be 12. I think it's 13. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. You can join my Patreon, the link down below. You can join us on Discord. If you're looking for like a group or whatever. We also have a Facebook page and a group. So hit like on our Facebook page and join on our Facebook group. All you have to do is type in SimCity Build It, MissyAnneTTVYT. All the stuff that gets, posted on there is usually before it gets posted here. So like last night, I gave you guys a heads up, don't buy the trees right away. So if you're looking for information faster, definitely want to join our Facebook page. Plus, it allows you to reach out to other people so you can join groups and all that good stuff. All right, so I wanted to update you guys on kind of how it's been going. I told you guys yesterday that I was just going to kind of hunt rares and make coin and do what we were supposed to be doing. So I did set up our 3 red roads, and I want to show you what style I did. Jesus, they keep bombarding me. So first thing, let's go ahead and collect a few things from our shops. We're going to collect our taxes. I did make a few of the new items. I uploaded a video for you guys to show you guys, which items you should be making in that shop. And honestly, really none of them unless you have to for the contest. I wouldn't even prep anything unless you have to. Unless you're somebody who doesn't have a whole lot of tokens. So, don't buy any of the shop slots if you're a low-level player with limited cash. This shop's here for 82 days. We're not going to purchase anything in terms of slots for this at no way. First off, if I end up having to run a token, then I'll just sit here and watch it because this particular city really can't afford the cash on a temporary shop. We don't even know if this shop's going to come back around. I mean, the Easter shop did, but we haven't seen the other shops at all since they started 2 years ago. So I wouldn't invest anything into these at the moment, especially if you're following along with this particular walkthrough. Now, I was able to get a few more, slots here. We actually reached one of the city journal things, and that was to have a certain number of people, I believe, in our city, and we ended up getting like 30 cash from that. So I was able to get another shop slot, I think, on our building supplies store here, which was good. So we're getting there. We've got, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 there. 9, and then 4, 3, 3. Okay, so in terms of shops, we have the VU generator shop that became available. We're not going to purchase that anytime soon. We don't have the cash for it anyway. We have the time discount for the furniture store. Right now, I'm not really making a whole lot of chairs. I'm just really bad at coming up with the materials for those because I don't open the city anywhere near as frequently as I open up my other one. I'm trying to stay on top of this, though. You guys should be making chairs if this is your main city. Try to keep the chairs rolling in. If you are somebody who's making chairs, do that time discount. It will help. So yesterday I launched the VU tower several times, okay? Now, the repairs, I'm going to go ahead and refresh that one. That one's not bad. Put that down. Hold on just a second here. So, basically right now with the VU tower, it's costing me 2 VU items. Now, here, basically I have 2 damage done to my city. Of the 2 damage, it gives me 1 key. And it costs me 2 VU items to launch it. Okay? So I did 1 upgrade on the VU tower. It was 20,000. And I did that so that I would have something accomplished, because I know that we have several weeks until we need to buy the airport. And as you can see here, I'm not hurting for coin. I know I don't have to buy any more services anytime soon. I've got plenty of coverage for my police, my health, my fire. So I have no expenses, really. I mean, aside from repairing for the VU tower and the minimal war deliveries that I'll do, plus whatever I have to do for the contest, that's really my only expenses at the moment. So not a whole lot. That being said, I'm going to try to keep as much coin as possible on hand, and just keep stacking it up. But I want to get the VU tower upgraded a little bit. You know, I want to get that meteor strike upgraded. So we'll work on that a little bit later. Now, the red roads, okay? What I did was I was able to unlock the land piece at the very end near the mountain. And I decided that because this is going to be in the back corner anyways, I would go ahead and do services on these red roads, because I don't plan to replace these services for a very long time. And that'll be once we hit level 30 and we buy the Omega services. Now, in order to do the red roads with services, the services have to be able to be, you know, in service, right? So you have to have a road that leads to it. That being said, the normal 3 red road system with parks, you don't have to have it connected to the main strip. You can just put down 3 dashes, okay? You know, like this. Like that. You put down 3 of those. You put a park on it, you know, 2 parks on each side. But wherever you put that, okay, it's going to be there for a very long time, because the moment that you bulldoze those, or the moment that you pick up anything on these roads, it's going to, as you see, take away the notification. So in theory, basically what's happening, for those of you guys who have not seen the Red Roads video, what we're basically doing is we're kind of tricking the game. Okay, so the way that the system works is the roads become available for upgrade at any point in time. You can upgrade roads that don't even need upgrading if you want to, based on maybe you like the look of it. Okay, so people who say, well, I don't want to set up 3 red roads because maybe I want to upgrade mine. Well, you can. You can still upgrade them, but you have a choice in the matter now. You don't have to go past a certain upgrade. So it's actually better. And you don't have to do it right when they say you have to do it. And you can do it to whatever roads you want. So let's say that you like, you know, the 4th upgrade on it. Go ahead, do it. Just don't mess with the 3 red roads. So what happens is, as traffic starts to build up, roads will turn yellow. And at the point where they're yellow, they're not causing any happiness decline. Okay, so once traffic goes into the red zone, though, people start to get angry and they move out. And your happiness drops, then your taxes go down. Your population will go down eventually when they move out, right? But not from the roads, usually. So essentially what you want are the yellow roads. So what you want to do is you can only have 3 roads red. That's it. You can't have any more than that. So what we're doing is we're taking the red roads don't transfer, right? Once one road is red, it has to be dealt with, and then until that one is dealt with, whether it be to bulldoze it or pick something up or upgrade it, another one will not go red. So what we're doing is we're taking 3 roads that are not anywhere near people, you know, that there's no houses on. And we're basically pushing all the traffic to those 3 roads, okay? once those 3 roads are red, as long as we don't bulldoze them, upgrade them, or pick anything up, those roads will stay red indefinitely. Now, that will mean that no other roads in your city can go red, which means you will never have to upgrade roads again unless you want to. And if you want to, all you have to do is pay for them. Just don't touch the 3 red ones and you don't have to worry about anything. Now, the thing is that the roads do take some time to build up traffic, okay? And people don't really understand how to push the traffic to have this happen sooner. So what you want to do is you want to look at your yellow roads, okay? And you need, well, once you have so many yellow roads or whatever, you'll start to get red roads and things will build up. Now, what you want to do is you want to move things off of the yellow roads, and that will make the 3 red roads, that will make them go red or yellow faster. So as you can see here, I placed these down yesterday and I already have three of them are already yellow. So what I had to do was I had to put down a main road here, okay? And then I had to make a little notch off of the main road so that it will build up traffic, but it will still have service connected to it. Whereas if I was doing a park, I wouldn't need to connect it. So I put a water tower on the right side, okay? And then I have these 3 roads. Now they have sewage connected to each of these. They're all in service, and I'll never have to move it. Now I can move any of these other items, just not the ones on that particular road. Now, right now we have 1 road that's red, and it's not the one we want. So what we've been doing to deal with that, we're just going to keep doing that. We're just going to bulldoze the red one, okay? And let's bulldoze this yellow one as well while we're here. And then we will draw that. Okay, and another thing. The design roads cannot turn red, so do not use those. They are at a maximum upgrade. They don't go red, okay? You have to use basic roads. If you have regionals unlocked and you're doing this trick, you have to do them per map. So if you have it done on your capital, you'll also need to do it on your other maps. You shouldn't be unlocking regionals if you're following along with this walkthrough. Not anytime soon, anyway. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through, we're going to look at all of our yellow roads here, and we're going to bulldoze them out, we're going to move stuff off of them, and we're going to keep a very close eye on the traffic that's building up in the back left corner. And like I said, see, we've already got 1 red, okay? So now we're going to go back over here, we're going to bulldoze, and we're going to repave that. And we're just going to keep doing that. And, as time goes on, you should be able to get these rather quickly with this method. If you don't move this stuff off the yellow roads, you're looking at several weeks until you get your red roads. So I would definitely, move all this stuff around. Somebody was in my group and they had tried a method where they bulldozed all their roads besides the red ones. Now, they didn't get their red roads right away. It did take some time. I don't recommend that because, 1, you're not in that much of a hurry. You're not paying for anything regardless, okay? And you're going to lose a lot in your taxes. People are going to be pissed off. You're going to have all these annoying bubbles on your screen. Your population is going to decline. And it's not necessary, Will it take a little bit of time to get your red roads? Yes. But it's not costing you a damn thing. You're just bulldozing stuff and moving things around. So I would not recommend doing that. It's not quick enough for it to be beneficial, in other words, or at least it hasn't been so far. So with that being said, just keep moving the yellow ones around and keep an eye on the red ones. The third one is the hardest one to get. Usually the first two are really easy. But you will get them. They will work. Now, for people who are having really a hard time with it, usually it's because, one, you aren't moving things around. Two, you don't have enough stuff placed on the actual road. So what I've seen people do is they draw like a larger dash, maybe one that's, let's say like this, and they put like one park. Try to put two on each side. That's the best way. Or like I said, with the services up above, or some people, what you could do actually is do something like this, and like that, and try to get portions of it to go red, depending on how you want to do it. Whatever you want to do. All it has to do is it has to be 3 red roads. They can even be large roads if you really want it to be that way. Like on my cactus map, I had this building display where, I had this big building in the water and it had a building in front. So basically it was like this semi-long road and it had all these buildings on it. But they were surrounded by trees and water and it was just this display. But there's no houses on it, right? So as long as there's no houses on it, then I don't have to worry about the happiness dropping. So I can count that as one of my red roads. For somebody who likes design, I would recommend, that. Now, when it comes time to design your city and move the 3 red roads that you do have, if you ever want to move them, it's going to be kind of a pain in the butt because all of those roads that you've been neglecting are going to just go crazy. They're going to be red. They're going to be pissed off. That's not going to be very hard to deal with too much because it depends. It really depends. So what you may end up having to do is bulldozing a lot of them or taking, like, let's say you've upgraded roads for looks that you want to keep, but you want to move the 3 red roads. The best thing to do would be to pave out some other roads, move all the stuff or move some of the stuff so that you don't have this stuff yelling at you, and then push all the traffic to the new 3 red roads. And it's just going to be juggling all the stuff and it's going to be the pain in the butt. But it is doable. It's just tedious, and that's why you really want to get these placed out in an area where they're going to be for a significant amount of time. Okay? So you're going to have this notification here all the time. Just keep an eye out and make sure that it's not one of your important roads that's red. Okay? And just keep moving the ones that are yellow. We do need to do a pop boost here for, our airport at some point. Right now, what my main focus is going to be is launching the VU Tower, getting keys, the contest of mayors. When the contest of mayors begins, I also will need to purchase some of these categories so that I can even check to see if my epics are even going to work. And I may actually do that now just for the purpose of making sure my game isn't broken. So let's go ahead and do that. So in order to even get an epic project to pop up, you have to first have specialization coverage for it. We're not unlocking Beach or Mountain until we get Mega. We don't have Landmark or Gambling. So the only options that we have is entertainment, transportation, and education. Now, in terms of pop boost, transportation is going to be the cheapest, best option for us at this current time. Because this is a 3-point building. It doesn't tell you right now, but it is. and it does 50% pop boost, and then it costs 20 gold keys. That's going to be the best for us for where we're at right now, because we don't have to buy any buildings prior to this in order to buy this building. Like education requires you buy a bunch of buildings first before you can buy the decent ones. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to place this down. It costs 20,000. Okay. Now, this particular building is ugly, and it's you know, it's a 30% pop boost right now. We'll go ahead and keep it out. But if you don't like the look of this building, you can put it in storage. I have all mine in my storage on my main city because they're hideous. And the point being is you don't have to keep this out in order to have access to all the stuff. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to place this down. And you can use these on your 3 red roads if you want to. I just hate the way these look. Okay, so now we have transportation. Now this, now these houses here that have the coverage all have the ability to pop up a transportation epic project. So we should get a notification about epic projects. Tired of waiting for building materials. Produce items faster in the commercial buildings with these tokens. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't really want to waste a token. And we shouldn't have to in order to build an epic project. But some people, like I said, some people don't get epic projects to pop up. And so it ends up kind of forcing you to do things like, one of the methods is to try using a speed up token, try putting the Santa shop in the storage. That helps sometimes. But I'm going to give it a little bit of time before I mess with all that. We will try storing the farm shop since that's new and see if that has something to do with it. Let's look at our clip trace. Our city journal, that's basically we're looking for the notification. Sometimes you have to click on the mountain. Where's our city journal, our mayor's mansion? So notice how we don't have, hold up. Notice how we don't have epic points on our menu. That's not supposed to happen. The moment that you hit level 24 and you have regular residential homes at maximum upgrade with specialization coverage, you're supposed to get a notification for epic projects, and you're supposed to get a menu that tells you, hey, you can start an epic project, and it tells you the epic pointers. Right now, we're not seeing that. This particular building, I believe, is a 1-pointer, so it really doesn't make sense to buy more buildings when this one isn't initiating anything. I am going to reboot the game and kind of move things around. We'll click on our city journal here. View tower. Let's go ahead. We'll open these, skip through them all. This is not a good sign, though. If I can't get this to initiate, then basically the city's trash. And it's rare that it never initiates. It is rare. I've only seen it happen to a few people. But it has happened. So hopefully I can get this to work. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to stop the video, and I'm going to just kind of mess around, moving stuff around, and see if I can get it to work. Because that's really going to piss me off if it doesn't work. We put too much time into this damn city for that not to work. Why are we seeing... Okay. Let's put this back out there. One thing is to click on all the stuff in the water I really don't like transportation epics, so I don't want to purchase a bunch of pointers for it. I would rather, buy it for pop boost and then use, if I was going to do epics, wait until I have some mountain unlocked and try to do the mountain epics because that's what I like the look of. Let's see. Let me double check something here. Trying to think. It may work with just, rebooting the game, but it really should have, notified us already. Doesn't make sense. Oh, it does make sense because SimCity's assholes. All right, we're going to attempt to use a token. See if that helps. We've got some seeds here. Oops. We'll go with a silver token on donuts because we have tons of flour. That's going to drive me nuts, that shop being there. Okay. Move that for the time being. Something truly epic awaits. Start constructing your epic project. Okay. Cool. So that ended up fixing it. So here we have landmark available because we have the building that they gave us from the side pass, but we can't purchase any pointers for this. So basically what they're going to do is these winged helmets pop up, okay? And if you pay the 1,000 here, you guys, it starts your epic project. You have 24 hours to complete it. Do not start this. Do not. Okay, you're not prepared to do it. You're not. If you reach bronze, which is 40 points, the house will convert to a bronze epic when the timer ends. If you do not reach silver, even if you're 1 point off, it will only go to bronze. Same things happen if you don't reach gold. If you reach gold, though, you don't have to wait the 24-hour timer. It just immediately converts. Now, it's a waste, as I've told you guys in the previous walkthroughs, to do anything besides the gold epics, especially with the level that you're at and the fact that these are the cheapest that they're going to be. You are not prepared to start epic projects right now, not with this little pointers. That being said, we don't want to do a epic project in the category of landmarks. We only have one building for it and we can't buy more. Basically what we would do is you're going to click on the description box of this video, and in the description there is a link that says design album. You're going to scroll down into that link, and in that link you're going to see all of the epic projects, the designs. Okay, so each category has its own set of designs. There's no, it's all random, so it doesn't matter what tier you hit, bronze, silver, gold, doesn't matter. It's all random. So when you complete the epic, it'll randomly generate into one of the X amount of number options for that category. Pick the category that you like the look of best. Do not build transportation epics if you like mountain epics. I made that mistake when I first started playing the game. I built a bunch of landmark epics because I had a ton of three-pointer buildings. And I ended up hating them. They were super tall, they were ugly, and I ended up years later bulldozing them because I just got so sick of having this ugly map. You do not want to have to bulldoze gold epics. You just don't. It sucks. Okay? So first pick the category that you like the look of best. Okay? Once you've done that, then you can start purchasing your epic pointers. Now, You're going to click on here. You're going to click the category that you like the look of best. And you're going to start looking at what the best option is for you in terms of cost versus epic pointers. So when you click on the category, and let's say mountain, okay? Right now, I don't have any mountain unlocked, so I can't place anything down, right? But when I do have the mountain unlocked, if you hold down, you can look, it tells you the pop boost and it tells you the epic points that it gives. So what this means is that when you start the epic project, it's going to ask you for items. You don't have to produce the items, you just have to donate the items. And each one of these buildings is going to have a little bubble on top. And it's going to give you X amount of points for the requested items. You want to make sure that you don't have any buildings on your map that are less than 3 epic points. You cannot afford to donate items to buildings that are only giving you 1 or 2 points. That being said, with the transportation HQ being worth 1 point, I believe, might be worth 2, worth 1 point, you're going to want to put that in storage. All you do is hold down on the building, okay, and click store, and then it'll put it in storage. Before you start your epic, store all your 1s and 2s, okay? Put down your 3s, your 4s, and so on. Now, for mountain, the best one for you guys, especially starting out, is going to be, this one costs gold keys. It's the observatory, and it's 14 keys. That's really cheap. It's the cheapest one. It's the cheapest 3-pointer in the game that's beneficial for you guys. So 140 gold keys, and you can buy 10 3-pointers. And that is how you're going to comfortably hit gold. Now, November's coming up, okay? In the next, 5-6 months. You want to save as many of the platinum keys as you can. Now, those are really hard to get. They're obtained through the Contest of Mayors. They're obtained through ranking up and through war. Gold keys, you can get those from, obviously, launching the VU Tower, but you should save those as well. Now, the platinum keys are going to be used to buy the 4-pointers. Now, the 4-pointers... think about it. If you win first place in Mega, you get 250 platinum keys. The one waterfall costs 120 of those. That's only 2 waterfalls a week if you win the first place prize at the maximum value. But if you buy it half off, you're looking at double that, right? So if you start saving up all your Mega wins now, then by November, you'll be able to line the back of your city with waterfalls, all 4-pointers. You'll be able to line the whole front of your city with beach deltas, all 4-pointers. And you'll still have stuff left over, okay? Save up as many gold keys as you can, as many platinum keys as you can for the sale, and buy only what you need to in order to complete epics for the purpose of the Contest of Mayors, and that's it. So right now, do not spend any platinum keys on stock purchases. Anything that is not a, temporary item in the game that you can't get later, you should be saving your platinum keys and your gold keys, aside from 5 to 10 3-pointers for the purpose of doing an epic project before November. Now, that's to comfortably hit gold. You can do it with less, but you're going to have to meet those requirements for those what they're asking for. Now, epic projects get expensive. The first half is cheaper than the second half. From the second half to the last 20 items of the epic project is going to be the hardest. It's going to ask you for things you do not have, and several of the bubbles are going to be asking for the same item. They're super expensive to do. On average, for a level 24 player, using all 3-pointers, you're looking at almost 200,000 per epic, okay? About 150 to 200,000. Now, that's with all 3-pointers. So let's say, like this one, for example, it's for landmarks. How do we fix that? So what you're going to do is, one, you can't have a category pop up unless it has the ability to pop up. In other words, we'll never see, as long as this house sits right here, without adding any more buildings, we'll never see any other epic pop up because we don't have any coverage for anything else. If you look, if you click on the house, you can click change, and that will transfer this to a different home. You know, so if you wanted to convert a different house to an epic, that's how you would change that. But if you want to change the category, we need to have coverage in that area. So here, now we have transportation category. So look, when you click transportation, see how we have coverage for it? It's in the green, but we don't have coverage for landmark over here, right? And you can't do epics in parks or landscape or the mayor's pass. So we don't have entertainment. So we know it's not a possibility. Now, a lot of people get confused by this when they do mountain and beach epics because they're like, well, I have mountain and beach coverage. But sometimes the buildings are too far away and they're not actually being hit by the green square. So just because your building is right up against the mountainside doesn't necessarily mean that you have coverage. It has to be in a green zone, okay? So what we're going to do is, if we wanted to do I don't know why I told you guys it changes the house that it goes on. You're going to change the specialization coverage. Okay, so for 200 coin, we can transfer it to transportation. That's what I was trying to tell you guys. Now, basically, what this does is now we can start it in transportation, not in landmarks. Okay? Now, if we were looking for beach or mountain, we're not going to get it. Doesn't matter how many times we pay, we're not going to get it because we don't even have the ability to get it. Right? Now, to lower the amount of times that you have to pay for this damn thing, let's say that you have all these buildings all over your map. You know, you've got gambling, you got landmarks, you got whatever. So this house has coverage in every damn category, and you don't want to pay a million times. All you have to do, a lot of people will take all the buildings and they'll put them in storage. That's too many things to do, okay? You'd have to take them all, put them in storage, then pay, then put them all back out. Don't do that. Just pick the building up, move it away from everything, pick up the category in which you want, place it next to it, hit change, and then move the building back. Okay, simple. Now, you can click transfer, and that will transfer the building to another house. That's what I was trying to tell you guys. So that will actually transfer it to, let's say, one of these random houses over here. It will not allow you to do epic projects on clip trays. That's something that we'll talk about later. Once you guys run out of epic projects, you'll have to disconnect those from the road, and then hopefully that'll be enough to fix it. Okay, paying for the epic project. You pay 1,000 to start the epic, and each time you complete an epic, the cost to start the epic will go up. For example, I have, over 100 plus epics on my capital map, on my 99 city, and it cost me like 87,000 in coin just to start an epic in that category. Now, if you fail the epic, if you don't reach bronze, then the house will just convert right back to where it was, and you can start an epic project on it again later. So if you accidentally started it, don't even mess with it. If you can't complete it to gold, don't mess with it. Just let it fall back to normal. Okay? Okay. As for all the other stuff about epics and prep and all that good shit, I have videos on that. I have timed epics where I show you guys that you can complete a gold epic in 15 minutes with a maxed out city. I've got all kinds of videos for those. Check them out. There's a playlist called Epic Projects, definitely informative. But that's basically the rundown on how to get your epic projects. Okay? So we're going to go ahead. We're going to end the video. I'm going to refill my shops. I'm going to make us some coin. We're going to try to get some storage items and dozer items taken care of. We're going to prep for the contest of mayors. That starts at 11 p.m. tonight, my time, Washington State. So, yeah. We are super close to needing to prep some specific items here. Now, at the moment, I'm just going to prep the profitable items because we're not in Mega, and we're just doing quick, easy points. We're not going to, spend cash. We're not going to spend tokens. We're not going to do a whole lot of effort into it. We're just going to earn as many points as we can, as easily as we can, to get as many tickets saved up, to get as many platinum keys from ranking, to collect pass rewards, group chest. I mean, that's the gist of it, okay? It's not something we're going to... It doesn't make any sense to even try to practice for Mega in terms of what choices to make, because you can't. You're not making any of those choices. You're not going to be doing any assignments that you would normally be doing. Therefore, it's basically impossible to practice that. Okay, the best thing you can do if you want to make sure that you know how to play the contest when it begins is going to be watching walkthroughs, watching videos, and practicing along with the walkthroughs. See what choice you would make and see if you're correct. Okay? All right. Good luck to you guys. And I will see you guys for part 14.